Hey everybody, it's just another gamer, and we are here with some Supermarket Simulator. So we haven't played this in a little while. There's been a lot of updates, a lot of cool stuff that added, a lot of interesting, like, new systems. So yeah, I just wanted to get into that and give you guys a tips and tricks video on new things that help me, and just basic tips. So yeah, let's get into that. So my first tip is supplies. In my opinion, you always want to order your stuff in the morning so your restocker guys can restock it, because right now shelves are kind of bare. So you always want to try to get your stuff restocked for the morning so you can make as much possible profit as possible. I don't know why I had to say it like that, but it's not as funny. But the point is you really do want to get your stocks yourselves stocked early in the morning, so the rest of the day there doesn't have to be a whole lot of stocking unless people take and buy a lot of stuff. This I've been in a situation where I'll be like in the middle of the day and I'm trying to restock and customers aren't getting what they want because I'm trying to have my people and me restock at like the time where I should be cashiering, especially if you don't have two cashiers. It can be crazy. If you're only one person, restocking in the middle of the day will not work for you. You'll get a huge line and lose customers. So yeah, first tip. Okay, on to the next tip. So there's this really cool thing they added called the tablet. It saves so much time. So let me just give you an example. So literally what you could do is you go down here and click on this, what is this, some sort of box of chocolate balls. So you click on that, it is now on your tablet. It's, it's there, that's what you have, and you can click on like just a bunch more stuff here. And now that's all on your tablet, and now if you click E on computer, I'm not sure if this game's on Xbox. But PlayStation, whatever. But so you click E, and bam, it's added to your pile without you having to go back and forth with the computer. I'm fairly sure it's a higher level to purchase. I'm not actually sure what level. Yeah, so that's 150. Maybe it's not. I don't know if it has a level, but it's really helpful. It can make your day doing this stuff so much easier. Great help. I love it. It's absolutely like it changes the game for me in a lot of ways. I think a lot of people agree with that. But yeah, that's my second tip. On to our next tip. So one thing that they recently added that is so cool is this guy's running. This right here. So you throw them a couple bills, $3 a bill, $3 a thing, and they haul butt. They move. They just they stock so much faster. It also goes for cashiers. I'll give you an example of that here in a little bit when I open the store. But it is awesome. It cuts down on like them just walking around and they're just moving. Like stuff gets stuck so much quicker. They're just moving. They just can't be stopped. It's freaking awesome. I love it. See, they're just okay. On to our next. I found a perfect example of throwing some guy some cash. So this guy some cash. I don't know why I threw him some. Oh wow. Okay, ready? So this girl ordered a bunch of stuff. He ordered a few things. He's going much faster. He's just going to town on that scanner thing. He is scanning like no other before him. Just scan levels are off the charts. Oh my god, I can't speak today. But you definitely want to throw them guys some bills. This Cashier Mechanic is freaking awesome because it saves you so much time. I'm someone who doesn't love doing the cashiering. Maybe you do. I'm not a fan of it. Throwing a couple bills, they were, incentivized to work extra hard. It's awesome. Definitely something you want to keep in mind. I'm not sure when this unlocks. I'm pretty sure it's all the time, but yeah, it works awesome. Get people through the line. Perfect. Okay, on our next tip. For our next tip, we will be talking about pricing. So now you go here, you can see the average cost, you can see price, you can see market price, then your profit. If you have a crazy error, like let's just say, just add a couple breads, $300 for some reason. No, insane inflation. Who knows? Oh, you could change it from change it from here. Or this awesome handy dandy pricing bar thing. I don't remember this being here when I first started. It could have been, but you can go here. This is even better because you can see like the change of the price on certain products. Like for instance, this soda went down in price. Each one up, so you can see that here. You can also see it in the morning, I think, where it says like things are going up and down. But you can also go to your awesome map up here, change this. Put down to 3. Bing bada boom. Everything's, and then you can also do like category, like drinks, cleaning. It's an awesome bar to use. Definitely keep an eye on it. On to our next tip. For our next tip, we'll be talking about bills. You definitely want to keep ahead of them, or you'll end up like me, and you'll have late bills, and those late bills stack, and it's never fun. So, you know, keep an eye on your bills, make sure. And also, I think with things like utilities, like power bills, like with all these lights, and make sure bills go up. So also watch that. But yeah, so as you see here, we said to pay like 400 bucks. It wasn't great. I was not paying attention to my bills. But yeah, just watch your bills, like in real life, like the game. Watch your bills. They pile up after a while, and they do not become easier or more fun to pay. Okay, on to our next step. One thing that I have noticed that's pretty cool is if you stay, like it's 9 o'clock right now, the store's supposed to be closed, and people are still coming in. This is just extra money. Like you don't get all their money when you close the store. Like some other games, you just stay open and you get a little extra money. So it's extra, you know, it's extra profit. It's awesome. I think it's a really good tips. You know, stay open a little bit. You don't have to end the day at 9. You can just sit here and take some more customers. Your employees stay here. They don't go home. It's awesome. Definitely take advantage of it if you can, because these guys in here are just bringing in more money. Yeah, I mean, it does kind of get sucky when there are only like one customer in the store, but one guy's, you know, he's gonna buy more than one thing. Most like this would be chilling. See, like for instance, oh my goodness, this dude. Let's give him a little boost. I probably wasted money, but he's spent. Get us all out of here a little quicker. That $89 more than we would have had if we would have just closed at 9. Okay, on to our next. Okay, so this right here isn't exactly a tip, more like a plug, but if you watch the video and you like it, leave a like, maybe a subscribe, and if you're wondering how I got inside this tree, throw a comment. And if you dislike the video, throw me a comment too, so I can know, I have a better understanding what's going on in your head. Also, this tree is a perfect place to watch your customers, to make sure, you know, there's no funny business going on. Not that you can see inside the building, but, you know, you just watch suspiciously angry looking. Like, this dude looks so angry. Why is he so? What's his problem, bro? Okay, on to more serious things. But first, okay, that was so close. Like, if you could do that, you know, that'd be cool too. Okay, let's get back to the tips. One thing that I used to struggle with that I really wish I would have known is like, so these things right here, as you know, you can move them. And if they're like here, it makes it harder for the AI to get through. It makes it harder for it to pick up stuff. I know this isn't a good example, but just stay clear of it and try to make sure your all your building stuff is kind of put in a way where it's not making it harder on the AI. Because I remember I think it was 2 freezers that were like next in a weird way, but they're also, no, it might have been, it might have been almost exactly right here. Like this was here. Oh no. Okay, we fixed it. Took a little bit of finagling, but we got it. So yeah, just try to make sure you keep the walkway secure and not super bombarded. Especially when you, like this right here is where I want to kind of put some freezers, but I'm worried that it will drastically make it maybe that's the word. I'm worried that it'll make it much harder for the AI to get through and cause collision issues. But yeah, just keep your walkways clear, and it'll be good. This store is just bustling. It is awesome. There's just money being made hand over fist. Even the angry guy came back. You know, he was so angry. But yeah, okay, on our next step. Okay, for our next tip, this will be like people, like employees. So one of the coolest things is you can hire and fire employees as you see fit. So we're hiring another stalker guy, and honestly, by the time the pile's done, you know, you really won't even have to worry about it. You can just fire this guy. It's horrible, but he's temporary worker, still valued, but temporary nonetheless. So it does really help, because then you don't have to be paying him for a full time, and you can get a little extra work done without having to do it yourself. Even though it's always good to do this stuff yourself, because I don't know, it's just good. It saves you a little bit of money, because they still cost money when you hire them. So yeah, it's a good little thing that I do once in a while, or quite often, honestly, but yeah, it helps. Okay, on to our next. Okay, our next tip is storage. Having an adequate amount of storage is really good, because that means that your people that are supplying your shelves can come back and put stuff on the shelves, and they won't have to worry about going idle over. They'll go idle right here if there's nowhere to put their storage. It's also good for having, like, in case you have a really busy day. People will go through your stuff. They will buy everything, and if you have stuff on the shelves, you don't have to waste time by going to the gun and ordering it off the shelf and then having a guy go get it. You have it already in-house, so that saves a little bit of time. Being able to have a surplus of supplies to sell is also really great, like tons of yogurts. Yogurts probably should go in the fridge. I don't think you can store them on regular shelves, but this isn't as realistic as it could be, but it takes time. Game's still in early access, but yeah. Trying to make sure you don't double up on stuff. Like, I'm bad about, like, bread and stuff. Bread, toilet paper. I have doubled up. Trying to make the most out of every shelf is really, really good. Eventually I'll have to go through and reorganize it just so it's a little bit better put together. Same with my shelves. I tried to reorganize them, but I have a lot of doubling up. Yeah, this can be really, really helpful, especially when you're trying to like go consistently day after day without having to reorder a bunch of stuff, sit there and wait for them to stock. Because if it's already on the shelves, it can go from shelves to or storage to shelves in an instant. And you can also store extra stuff that won't fit inside your place yet, like this middle divider thing. And making sure you have lights in here is a really important tip too, because being able to see what you're putting where is really, really helpful. And like I said, it makes these guys, the storage stocking guys' job so much easier. It is crazy. But yep. Another thing I wanted to throw in here for a tip is diversity in your products. Like, try not to have a million of the same thing on each shelf. Like, and also maybe try to organize a little better. Like, this right here is basically a lot of bathroom stuff, like toilet paper, hand wash, and shampoo, whatever that stuff is. What does that thing say it there? Okay, so yeah, try to have a lot of diversity. Like, I have that issue right now because I don't have a ton of licenses, but as you obtain more licenses, you'll be able to get more diverse products, which really, really helps. And also, I guess that goes hand in hand with making sure you can afford to buy licenses. Like, don't put yourself in too much of a deficit where you can't restock your shelves. That's just a fairly good thing. But also, it's really helpful. It's helped me a lot. I know that. I've definitely gotten situations where I don't have the money to, buy licenses because I spent it all on goods, and it's kind of a cycle. Making sure that you made enough that day to be able to buy extra stuff. That could always be a tricky thing. Our last tip leads directly into our next one. So, budgeting. Budgeting is a huge part of any game like this because everything on these shelves costs money, and money is kind of a resource that you're constantly, trying to get. And making sure you have enough stock in the back and making sure you have enough product in the front and the shelves is a big deal. So making sure you don't overspend so you're not able to afford all of your goods can be a kind of a hard thing, and it's sometimes you get a little carried away and buy way more stuff than you need. I know I've done it. We've all probably done it. So, it happens to the best of us, but making sure that we budget properly can be a huge part of making this game a lot easier. Understanding when you should and should not overspend, and when you should spend more. I don't know what is going on with my thing. But yep, that's the that's the tip. Okay, well, I think that just about wraps it up. I hope these tips helped you. I know they've helped me, and they're things that I wish I would have known when I first started this game, because you can always be learning, and it's great to be able to learn stuff from other people, and I wish I would have had some of these tips and known them. So if you liked the video, leave a like. If you're feeling extra generous and you want to see more content like this, leave a subscribe. If you, hey, even comment. Tell me if you've seen something that you could have thought I could have, been more thorough on, or something I could have added or something that I missed. And if you didn't like the video, leave a comment to me why you didn't like it. Well, you leave a dislike. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you, and have an awesome day.